I'm waiting for someone to join in. I am live tonight. This is a Wednesday night chat that I am starting just to build community between astrology lovers and just to talk about, to have a place to go where you can talk about the energies that you are feeling. And I know that there are some, astrology chat rooms on Facebook and all around that are doing a lot of work. And so I want to add this space for those who want to join in and just be a part of this. Share every Wednesday. Let's look at what's going on and how we are working with the energies that are present right now in the universe. So this week, we are dealing with Mars square Saturn and a very challenging energy. Yesterday, we had Venus making an exact square, exact opposition to Jupiter. Venus is transiting the sign of Cancer. Yesterday, she was at um, 18 degrees and making that exact opposition to Jupiter. And so I know that there were a lot of feelings. If you can see me, I see that there are two people in the chat. If you can see me, say something, leave a comment, and I'm going to see if I can see that. So again, I'm on here a little early, but we had this the challenging opposition yesterday with Venus making an opposition to Jupiter. And in my weekly report, I talked about how that is something that could challenge expectations. Venus in the sign of of Cancer and Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn, causing us to feel that what it is that we had expectation for, as it is in the Cancerian area, as it relates to children and family, and being vulnerable and opening our hearts in this area, there was an opposition to Jupiter, causes us to realize that some of the things that we were planning and hoping for as it relates to our family, and the expectations that we had, maybe they were over expectations. Maybe we weren't being realistic about what it was that we were hoping for. If you have joined in, say something to me, please, in the chat so that I can know that you are here and that you can hear me, what I have to say. And I'm not in my normal space or with my normal lighting. I'm here in Atlanta at my daughter's house, and the lighting is not set up at all. Not that I have the greatest lighting at home, but so I'm not seeing any comments. Oh, there we go. Hey, Ace of Cups, can you hear me well? Are you able to hear me? I don't have a microphone in. So today we are just checking in to talk about, let me know, Ace of Cups, how you are doing. I want to start this weekly. Okay, you can hear me great. So I just want to start this weekly chat, every Wednesday coming on at 7. Let's talk about how you are doing, how you are dealing with the energies. As we said, Mars making this square to Saturn, and which is a really hard aspect. Someone wrote to me and told me that they were feeling the energy with their family members, and this person who wrote me has their moon is in Capricorn in the third house, so they were struggling with their mother, going through with their mother this week, and so just let me know how you are hanging in there. I will say for myself, I had I have the Venus in Cancer making the opposition to Jupiter. I had hoped that I would be able to meet my granddaughter this week, and even understanding what the energies are. My granddaughter was born during this COVID-19. She was born May 4th, the day before my birthday, and I was able to see her through the window of the car as my daughter brought her by. But because of the COVID, it has caused me not to be able to see her and hold her. And it's been, what, 3 months? And so I am sad about that, about not being able to see her and hold her, but I understand the energy. I respect it. And so I just settled with it. And that was that Venus in Cancer making that opposition to Jupiter for me. So somebody in the chat, just write to me and let me know how the week has been going for you, how the energy has been working for you. And I plan on coming on every week to just check in. Let's talk. Let's support each other. Let's help each other. There are a lot of 12th house people, a lot of people with a lot of 12th house planets who come on and they really don't have people to connect to. Again, we are dealing with a lot of the COVID situation. We have a lot of people who are very spiritual people, but they spend a lot of time alone. So this can be a way that we can chat. I know that there are people of all ethnicities who watch and love astrology, but for Black people in particular, I'm a sister through and through. And I want to bring forth more commentary. Hey, Jana, how are you? I'm glad you are here. So today we're going to talk about Jana's chart. Jana is one of my greatest supporters. She is across the waters, international supporter. And so we're going to talk about her chart today. I'm going to use it as an example of how we can use our personal charts to see how things will play out for us with the full moon. So we have this full moon coming up in Pisces. Anybody else, if you join in, just say hey, just talk to us. And so, Jana, I don't know if you heard me as I gave. Yes, you are so supportive. I send you so much love, Jana. So, Jana, I don't know if you heard me as I was talking about that opposition to Jupiter. Um, and and how I was disappointed that I didn't get to meet my granddaughters. I thought I was going to be able to this week. And so, but the Venus in Cancer is very much highlighted for me. Jana, I had you in mind. I was sharing that there are a lot of 12th house people, and you have a lot of 12th house planets, a lot of 12th house people who are typically very isolated. And so us having this online community, I'm trying to get it ramped up. And if I can do it every Wednesday, people joining in and talking and sharing about how the planets are engaging in their lives and how they are using the planets and how the energy is working out, so people don't feel alone and people understand that this is something that we can work with. We are not victim to the stars. So just because we have Mars square Saturn, we are not victims. We can overcome, we can work with the energy, look to our charts to see where this energy is moving and how we can work with it. So I'm going to jump in and just talk about you're isolated, Jana. I know, because you have a lot of 12th house planets. And I can relate to you because I have Mars and Saturn in the 12th house. So I get it. I understand. And you and I, Jana, we both have Scorpio moons in the 4th house, both at 6 degrees, which is really, really strange, but awesome at the same time. And Jana and I both have Leo risings, and we met through this platform. And I'm so blessed that we have met through here and just have been able to share our love for astrology. And Jana has blessed me and given me, donation. So I'm so blessed by her presence and her comments, always commenting on my work and just being a supportive presence. And I love it so much. So I'm glad to do this. So Jana, I have your chart. And as we talked about, so I emailed Jana her chart, pulled it up, and she said that she was very open to me sharing um, some information regarding her chart. And I'm not able to share the chart up on the screen on this particular platform, but I'm going to get Jana's chart up, and I'm going to talk about this Pisces full moon that is coming in. And I pulled a whole house chart, and Jana, I saw your response where you said, I like the whole house better than the Placidus. I think that the Placidus chart, I like the Placidus chart, but the whole house chart is easier to explain to people. If you are dealing with somebody who understands astrology quite well, they understand the divisions. So when I'm giving a reading, and when I do the readings, I use Zoom and I have the chart up on the screen, and I'm walking through with the cursor and pointing out the houses and the planets and where things are. you know, if you have someone who is not accustomed with looking at the chart, it can be confusing the split in the Placidus system. So that is why I tend to use the whole house system for explanation purposes. But Jana, because I know you are a master researcher with how many planets? 4 planets in the 12th house. Oh, Ace of Cups, you're a Leo rising too? Wow, I love that. So I'm a 0 degree Leo rising, and Jana is a 15-degree Leo rising. So Ace of Cups, what's your degree on your rising sign? Um, so Jana, so I was saying that I know you are a master researcher because you have 4 planets on this whole house system in the sign of Cancer in the 12th house, and you have the moon and Pluto together in the 4th house. So I know that you are a master researcher, but spending time alone digging deep into things, I know, is your thing, just because you have all of this water in these placements, in this placement. But so let's talk about this full moon. So we have this full moon, and this is going to be a really good full moon for us, y'all. And I'm so glad, because we have been dealing with the challenging energies. But as I always say, when these energies are coming up, just like we say Mars square Saturn, when we understand the nature of the planet, when we understand what Saturn wants hard work. Saturn does not allow any kind of foolishness or any kind of cheating the system. And when you do that, when you have hard aspects with Saturn, you end up losing. So Saturn requires you to do the right thing. And so when you understand the nature of the planet and you go along with it, you stay within the flow of the energy, then it's not as painful. Though your whole world is not turned upside down when we are dealing with these energies. So this full moon that's coming in Pisces is coming in around midnightish on September the 1st, September 2nd. So the night of September 1st, September 2nd, over in the middle of the night, around midnight, we will have the full moon in the sign of Pisces. So it will be at 10 degrees. The moon will be full of light at 10 degrees of Pisces, and the sun will be at 10 degrees of Virgo. So when we have a full moon, the sun and the moon are opposite each other. And that's every month we have that. And so at the full moon, we know that it is a good time to release. The full moon, it illuminates whatever is going on in that area of life. So we can get some shocking information that comes in that area of life. But because we have a peaceful aspect, when you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my phone so I can look at Jana's chart. We have peaceful energy, peaceful and powerful energy coming in at this full moon. So it is bringing a peaceful energy, ending with understanding, this Pisces full moon. So Pisces is about service. It's about spiritual service to other people. It is that place within us where we can intuitively know what others need and provide them with it if we are going along with the flow of the planets and what the spirit is asking us to do. Now, y'all know I am that girl. I am the person. I spend time every morning communing with my ancestors and the deities that I work with, which are the Orisha. And this is a time with this full moon for us to tap in that much more and hear what it is that spirit is advising us to do. Okay, I see what you say. Ace of Cups, 5.6 degrees, but I relate more to the Cancer rising. I'm also a Cancer sun. Got you, got you, got you. That's powerful. So Ace of Cups, we probably need to look at yours next time so we can see um, how the energies will be flowing with you. I would like to see why it is that you feel so much more like Cancer. Maybe you have several planets in the 12th house in Cancer, or even maybe you have things in the fourth house. You have planets in the fourth house that may make you feel more like that Cancerian energy. Okay, so let's look. So Jana has the eighth house. Pisces is in the eighth house. Okay, so she has Pisces there, and then she has okay, great, Ace of Cups. Then, so Jana has in her 12th house, she has Mars at 29 degrees. She has no planets in Pisces, but watch how this works. She has, I'm gonna bring this phone up here so I can see. Okay, she has the sun at 13 degrees. So remember, the moon is going to be at 10 degrees of Pisces. So because the degree of the sun is only 3 degrees away, the sun will be aspected by this moon in Pisces in a beautiful way because it's making a trine to Jana's sun. Then it's making a trine also to her Mercury, which is exactly at 10 degrees. So what do we already know? We already know that this moon, which is a full moon in Pisces of service, is operating in her eighth house, which is a house of resources from other people. Jana, I know you're married, so your spouse, resources from your spouse. This is going to be beneficial for intimate relationships with your spouse and intimacy, more openness, more service, knowing intuitively how to, in your marriage or with your spouse, more intuitively know how to be vulnerable or meet the needs of his vulnerability. This could open that up for you. If you work with clients, because I don't know your profession, but if you work with clients, Jana, this energy can open you up to receiving more from those who you service, receiving more resources from clients or having a more intimate connection with those clients. Intimate, I don't mean sexually, but I mean more vulnerable, where you become more close, where you have a deeper, more intuitive understanding with those clients. Um, Cleaning houses for a living, isolated. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so we can look at that. So that's going to be fourth house and 12th house because it's Cancer. So Janet says she cleans houses for a living. Okay. All right. So, but Janet, that's really good though. Okay. So back to what I was saying. I got sidetracked. So the eighth house with this moon coming into the eighth house, more resources. So if you clean houses, if it's your own business, this could generate more clients for you because the eighth house is tying into more clients because it's more resources from other people. All right. So it's making, so the moon, of course, the sun, of course, in your second house of income at 10 degrees, making a sextile to Mercury in your 12th house. And then Mercury, of course, is the ruler of your second house. Mercury is the ruler of your second house. And in the sign of Pisces, in the sign of Cancer, in the 12th house, you are highly intuitive. God knows you are able to tap into the spirit, able to know when to move and how to move with this highlighted Cancerian energy. Of course, the Cancerian energy is challenged because of the emotional nature. So sometimes when the Cancerian energy is feeling overwhelmed, or if perhaps if there's a new project that you have to take on with that 29 degrees of Mars there, sometimes if there's a new project that you have to take on, then it can be challenging for you to get your emotions under control because you can be overwhelmed by the new opportunities. But Uranus in the sign of Taurus in your 10th house of career and reputation in the world is making a sextile to Mercury, is at 10 degrees retrograde. So it's making a sextile, Jana, to your Mercury and to that sun. So it's highlighting for you, it's bringing in a brilliance to you, to your mind. It's also making a sextile to the moon and is making a trine, talking about Uranus, it's making a trine to the to your second house, to the sun in the second house in Virgo. So this is an opportunity for you, Jana, to get some brilliant insight into ways that you can increase your income. It's coming probably by way of a dream. Or even if you are sitting somewhere, you are daydreaming, you can get an aha idea that you can put into action so that you can make more money, so that your clients can be more pleased. You can get a brilliant idea if as far as cleaning and taking care of those homes, how to make it more beautiful and more enjoyable, even for your clients. Maybe leaving some, I don't know, some potpourri. This is just a random idea. Maybe leaving some potpourri or something, or some little sachets of lavender. We're talking about Cancerian energy being able to tap in, and the Piscean energy being able to serve on a higher level. So with those people, if you are cleaning in those houses, you said you just picked a new client. You just picked a new client. So if you do something just a little bit more special, intuitively in serving them, with the purpose for it to bring healing, talking about Cancerian energy, we're talking about this water energy, which is very healing. And then Jana, you have is also making a trine to your moon and to that Pluto that you have. So this is definitely focused on service. Fourth house has to do with homes. That Cancerian energy has to do with homes. It has to do with healing. The Scorpio energy that you have is intuitive, is highly intuitive, and understands things psychically, undercurrents that flow, that the way that people feel and what they need, and understanding who they really are. So this, if you tap into these energies that are presenting themselves to you. A new client contacted me last week and cleaned his house today. Awesome. I love it. So for the next client that you get, or when you clean the houses, if you get an idea from spirit to take the service a little higher, so that the person um, feels special, feels that energy of healing that you naturally carry with you. Because the person can get anybody to clean the houses, but they have you to clean the houses, and you are a person who can hear from spirit. You are a person who, again, feels the undercurrents of things that are going on in a way that other people don't typically feel, because you have all of this water, you have all of this healing energy. You have such a way about you of moving and working with people that they want to be around you. They can feel that nurturing energy, they can feel that caring. And as that is brought into your work that you do, they will continue. And that's probably one of the reasons that the man seems happy, and you had a new client come in. And as you tap into that spiritual service more, doing things, what's so powerful with all of this energy that you have an energy, Jana, that with the Scorpio moon and Pluto combined in the fourth house, you have a powerful manifestation energy. Of course, Pisces in the eighth house, meaning that you could be in the person's house cleaning and speaking blessings for them. speaking blessings for the area in that house that you are walking through, knowing that everything, every seed that you are planting is coming back to you. So as you are speaking blessings and healing and peace in your home, you are doing double service. You are working in the natural realm, in the mundane realm, to have the house clean, but you are also delivering a spiritual service to them as you are speaking healing and wholeness and happiness for that home that you are in. And that what you are giving them as service will be returned to you in your home. And that is the power of this water energy that we are working with during this moon. And this Uranian energy, because Uranus, of course, brings in the truth of the situation, and it empowers because it gives you a freedom to know that, gives you a freedom to understand how it is that you should be moving, that you can be moving, that you have the power within yourself to move in that way. And so that's just an idea of something that you could do, but it is a beautiful opportunity for you, Jana, to be able to tap into spirit and take this service higher, and thereby bringing in more resources to you, because you are working in both, on both planes, working in the spiritual plane and the earth plane at the same time, and utilizing the skills of both, you utilizing the energies and the powers of both realms. Okay, talk to me. Do you have any questions about that, Jana? Jenna, I don't know if you have any children, but you have so much nurturing, mothering energy in your chart, which is so beautiful, which I can feel when we just chat, which I haven't talked to you on the phone or anything. You don't have children yet. Do you think it's because, it's probably because of that Saturn in the fifth house? But you have such a beautiful, beautiful, nurturing energy. And, you know, with Saturn in the fifth house, though you don't have them yet, Saturn will give you the rewards later as you get older. So you may not have children yet, but Saturn will reward you, you know, 35, 40. I know that's, you know, older age, but people are having children at 40 these days, you know? So, but if you have a baby, you'll be a really good mom because of all that beautiful nurturing energy that you have. Anything to share? I just wanted to pop on, and maybe you can speak to each other. You know, Ace of Cups is here with her. Ace of Cups is here with her energy of her Leo rising. So we are three Leo risings that are here and chatting. Let's say, oh, you say yes, ma'am. I'm not. Yes, I'm not in a rush yet, but definitely Saturn plays a role. Yep. So are, you know, we are here with our Leo rising, powerful women we are. So I hope that you have been doing well this week and rolling through these energies. I'm looking forward to this beautiful Pisces full moon that's coming in, and I will check back in. Ace of Cups, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you came too. Do you have any questions, Ace of Cups, while we are here? Um, where's Pisces for you? Team Aquarius, that's my Stevie. My Stevie just spoke up. That's my daughter here in Atlanta joining in. I thank you, Birdie. Ace of Cups. Where is Pisces? Let's see, you have Pisces in the eighth too. You have Pisces in the eighth, and you said you have Sun in Cancer. So many of things. Where's your moon? Stephanie, Scorpio here. Scorpio Sun. What's your rising, Stephanie? Are you new to astrology? Okay. So do you know where your moon is, Ace of Cups? Okay, Capricorn rising. All right. The GOAT, the greatest of all times, climbing to the top. Stephanie, where is so Stephanie, if you are Capricorn rising, then you have Pisces in your third house. Okay. So Stephanie, this moon is going to be affecting your communication. It's going to be affecting your siblings and people that you have around you. Oh, moon in Leo. Okay, in your first house. Okay, so Stephanie, this full moon is going to be affecting you with your siblings and your neighbors around you. And so something will be illuminated, but it's going to be a good energy. As I was saying earlier, it's going to be really positive. You will get some insight that will help you in this area. If you are a person who does business or short distance travel, it'll help you with that. It'll help you with sales. It'll help you figure out a better way to do sales. That's third house. So that's something to look at there. And then for you, Ace of Cups, your moon is in Leo in your first house. So this could affect you anywhere in your life because it's their first house. So Leo rules your chart and your sun is in Cancer. So this moon in Leo. Hi, Diego. Okay. Where is, let's see, Ace of Cups. So moon in Leo, what do I want to say about that? I want to stay on the topic of this new moon, this full moon that's coming in Pisces. Okay, so again, like we talked about that eighth house energy coming in, uh, the moon is always affected. The moon in our natal chart is always affected by things that are happening to the moon as well. If you pay attention to the transits that are happening with the moon, you will see that the moon in your own chart, natal chart, will be affected. So for you, Ace of Cups with your moon in Leo. So this is your first house. Again, it has to do with your body. It has to do with even grandparents, if you are connected with them. But again, it's a very beautiful energy. It's an opening energy. It's bringing you insight. It's bringing you opportunity for knowing and serving and healing. And so with that sun, Leo, Ace of Cups, sun in Cancer. What degree is your sun, Ace of Cups? And then let's see. Oh, you have Lilith in Pisces. Lilith in Pisces. Okay. And that's in your, Stephanie, that's in your third house. So Lilith. So I'm sure you are a very powerful person in your communication. Very powerful in your communication, means a lot to you. And you are very bold with your communication with Lilith sitting there in your third house. Okay, so Ace of Cups. Okay, Diego. Let's see. Anybody else? Stephanie, Scorpio. So Stephanie, this is affecting your sun sign too, because Scorpio is going to be trying the moon in Pisces and making a sextile to the sun. So it's going to be a powerful energy. Again, it's going to be beautiful, bringing insight. Okay. All right. Ace of Cups, you said, wow. Um, so it's going to be a beautiful moon. So I'm going to check back in. So I will do the weekly update at the end of this week. Like I said, I'm in Atlanta right now. So I'll be back home in Dallas. I'll have my recording up on for the week ahead. I'll have the full moon. I will go through all 12 signs to talk about, what is going on for us. And then I'm going to have these every Wednesday. So y'all can check back in and share it. And let's build this community of people. Let's talk. Let's share. Okay, you said it's 12.4 degrees. So let's see. What did I say? I said, where is your what degree is your sun? So your sun, Ace of Cups, is definitely going to be positively affected, similarly to what I shared with Jana, because Jana's moon was at 13 degrees. So this is going to affect you in that powerful way. Do you own your own business, Ace of Cups? What type of work do you do? I know you are a researching person too, Ace of Cups, with that sun in the 12th house. because again, when you have a lot of planets in the 12th house, it makes you a researching person, and nobody can outdo you on research. Yes, I just started. I custom make items. Okay, wonderful. So similar things that I share with you. Do you have any planets in Virgo? Do you have any planets in the second house? Um, Similar to those things that I share with Jana will be affecting you, because it's about that eighth house where you have Pisces and that full moon. And then Taurus is going to be on your 10th house cusp with Uranus there, making a sextile. So when you have the sextile energies, you have to move out on those. You move out when you get that idea. If you move out on that, the universe, the spirits, your spirits that support your ancestors, they will help you and guide you towards making that thing a reality for your life. But if you just get the idea and you say, oh no, I don't have what it takes to make it work, I'm not good enough to make it work, then you will have wasted the opportunity, because they brought it to you because you can do it. The energies are here to support you to go ahead and take it to the next level. So you, like you said, you've already started. Beautiful Ace of Cups. You started making your custom items. What is it? 25.8 degrees in the second house in Leo. Second house. What is that? I don't know what's in the second house in Leo at 25.8 degrees. Jason Rivers, hi. I got an idea about me and you in a bucket of soup. Okay, so you trolling. Bet that. Bet that. Okay, so Ace of Cups, um, Ace of Cups. So as we were saying, if you um work this idea that you get about your business, if you are making custom items, work the idea. If you get an idea to go ahead and start promoting it on Instagram, or you may get an idea that may seem, uh, this is above me, this is beyond me, then don't fall for the trick that you are not good enough. Don't fall for that. Go for it. Go for it, because you are getting the idea because the universe is supporting you and giving you the amen. So right now we are just before Mars goes retrograde. This is a business that you've already started. He says I have Leo in the second house. He said 25.8 degrees. Okay, so you're looking at a Placidus chart. So the Placidus chart has it all split up. Has it split up where you may have Leo in the first house and the second house. And that's what I was talking about when I first started. When you look at a whole house chart, you're going to have all Leo in the first house, all Virgo in the second house. And so when you are first starting, looking at the circle chart in particular, you may be using Cafe Astrology, but if you are looking at that, at a whole house chart, drop your chart, a whole house, you will see all one house, all one sign in one house, and it will help you learn the energies. And then you can move and look at the Placidus chart, where it will have the energy split between houses. How do I get a whole house chart? You can go to astro.com. If you astro.com, and you go down to the chart that says extended readings. So it's going to have one that says natal ascendant uh horoscope. You go down to the second one beneath that, and it says extended options or extended charts. And then you're going to put in your information, and it's going to ask you to choose the house system or the house type that you want to use. And then you're going to drop down and choose whole house. And it's going to draw up the chart where you can see everything divided up equally in the houses. Okay. Okay, Jana, I see what you said. I would love to learn more about astrology, especially the difference between whole house system and Placidus system. Okay, absolutely. So I can add that to the list of things to talk about. I need to finish all of my Uranus videos. I need to finish Sagittarius through Pisces, that's on the list to do. And I need to also finish the basics of astrology, talking about, I did fire, so I need to talk about air and water and earth. So those are up next for me to do. So I have, yes, I know what you meant, Jana, whole side system. So that's up for me next to do. So busy bee, I shall be, but I'm going to bring this knowledge to you, and we're going to learn this. We have entered into the Aquarian age, and learning to move with the planets is the best way for us. It can make life more easy. It's going to help us heal. We know the blueprint of our lives and of our charts, and know which way to go, and that's what we're going to do. So, if there's not any other questions that you all have for tonight, I bless you. I thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu. We've been on 40 minutes. So, I will see y'all when I post the next video this weekend. Okay. I send you love. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Could you do a talk on Saturn return during Aquarius? That's coming up. That's coming up. I'm going to do Mars. I'm going to do Mars retrograde, Stephanie. And I'm going to do the video on Saturn moving through Aquarius. And then I'm going to talk about the Saturn return for anybody having their Saturn return in Aquarius. So, all right, we will talk about it all. All right, thank y'all for checking in. Thank you for chatting and leaving a comment and being so active. I love it. You make me feel so loved. I send you Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Have a good night. If you want to talk to me, you can also find me on Instagram and Facebook, Soulsbread Wisdom. You can email me. I always respond. info@soulsbreadwisdom.com. um, because I'm here to help and serve, and I love it. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.